You graduated college, you got your degree, you sacrificed at least 4 years of your life for this, and you succeeded. You're on top of the world. Now what? It's time to face the music. It's time to get a job. Did your degree prepare you for the real world? Why wait until graduation to answer this question when you can get an edge now? I've interviewed several candidates, and the common theme is expectation versus reality, and reality will smack you in the face every time. Maybe it doesn't happen on day one, but trust me, it happens to everyone. Don't believe me? The scientific term for reality smacking you in the face is called the Dunning-Kruger effect, more affectionately known as the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Let's face it, you graduated, you got your degree, you have to be feeling pretty confident right now. But confidence doesn't equal wisdom. After all, what do you really know? You know what they taught you, but the classroom isn't the real world. You see this drop right here? This, my friends, is reality smacking you in the face. So how do we fix this? The goal is to reduce the peaks and valleys to get you to the slope of enlightenment as soon as possible. Get to know these 4 phases: peak confidence, valley of despair, slope of enlightenment, and plateau of sustainability. In order to reduce peak confidence, also known as peak of Mount Stupid, you have to ask yourself what caused it in the first place. Why is your confidence so high at this stage of the game? In my experience, this is due to certain preconceived notions that many recent college graduates have. Everyone says you need a degree for a high-paying job. That's taught to so many people at an early age. So naturally, when people graduate, they expect to get that high-paying job. But that simply isn't the case. Unfortunately, so many people are only taught half of the message. The whole message goes like this: a degree bolsters your experience to help you land that high-paying job. In today's world, typically, you need experience and a degree to land that high-paying job. My point is, experience, which is the most important factor for getting paid, is often left out of the equation. So set your expectations accordingly. I'm not saying go work for table scraps, but understand that degree or not, you have 0 experience. So you'll only be paid on the promise of delivery, not the actual experience required to deliver. And why is this important? I've seen graduates turn away jobs because they were insulted with the compensation or they felt that the salary wasn't where it needed to be. Let's play that forward. What happens if a candidate is out of work for a year? Compare that to a recent graduate who's been working for a year, gaining that valuable experience for a year. Pretty soon, candidate 2 is on his way to doubling his salary, while candidate 1 is still on the sidelines. Managing expectations is key to reducing inflated confidence. Confidence itself is not a bad thing, but inflated confidence, also known as arrogance, is. This leads me directly into the valley of despair. No matter what, reality will knock you down, but how far and for how long you stay there is completely up to you. The way I see it, having proper expectations already reduces the first hurdle. Add a good attitude to that, and you'll notice that you don't fall far. And why do I say this? When you first come in, you'll be bright-eyed, hungry, ready to take on the world. And this is the attitude you want to have. What you don't want to be is someone that comes in and thinks they know it all. Oh, I'm smarter than you. My degree is brand new and fresh. How old is your degree, boomer? You don't want to do that. You don't want to alienate those around you. It will take you a long time to figure things out on your own. It's the team around you that will pull you out of the valley of despair. It's the team around you that will show you the ropes, teach you what you need to know. It's the team around you that will show you the best practices that aren't taught in school. Do you think they want to help an arrogant recent grad that has no experience? The truth is, the team is more important to you than you are to them. And if you understand this, you can capitalize. For you, it's all about gaining experience. But for the team, they have to trade time to teach you, time they may not have. But they will do so if it can ultimately lighten the workload. That's a win-win. And a basic lesson on building trust and camaraderie. Teamwork is key to getting you to that slope of enlightenment as soon as possible. But there's something else I want to warn you about. There's another side of reality that you will need to confront. Try to mentally prepare for the sheer amount of information that you need to learn. I'm not sure that anyone can really prepare themselves for this, but understand that it's coming. Try not to get overwhelmed. It happens to everyone. The one thing you can't do is freeze up. Yes, it's tough, but you'll get through it. And why am I telling you this? Because stakes are high. Look, no one's going to throw you to the wolves right away. But once you get past that honeymoon period, you'll be treated like everyone else, and managers don't benefit from carrying dead weight. The point of all this doom and gloom is to paint you a real picture. If you know what's coming, then you can prepare. We've all gone through it, and the faster you come to terms, the faster you'll be able to conquer your fears. The faster you can do this, the faster you'll get to the slope of enlightenment. In other words, the faster you get to the slope of enlightenment, the happier you will be. This is a stage where you love your job. This is a stage where you level up your skills. You're learning new things every day in the field that you want to be in. Professionally, this is where you come into your own. You start building real confidence in your skills. You're coming up with real solutions to solve real problems. This is where you can start building your own roadmap for where you want to take your career. This is where you figure out which technologies interest you, which technologies have the most upside, which technologies pay the most. If I were starting today, there are 4 technologies I would definitely know. You can watch that video right here. I'll also put a link to it in the description below. That brings me to the plateau of sustainability. Well, the name says it best, plateau. It's okay to get here, but you don't want to stay here too long. This is where people tend to get complacent. They get too comfortable. Sure, the job may get easier. Sure, there may be less stress, but you won't be leveling up anymore. So pay close attention to this plateau. If you feel yourself getting there, maybe it's time to start another Dunning-Kruger cycle. That could mean taking on new responsibilities. It could also mean taking stock of where you are with regards to your experience. Maybe it's time to take your talents to another company. Now that you have some skills, maybe you can command the salary that you want. But no matter how skilled you are, you still need to get past the interview. So watch this video to learn how to crush your next tech interview. And if you're serious about fast-tracking your tech career, you'll want to subscribe to Digital Decision Makers, where we pull back the curtain and give you real information from a leadership perspective. Thanks for watching.